today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2000. Ford Field. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
from the gun. It's Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man and he hits him in stride. To sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. hit that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27.
On 2nd down, Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 3, 49ers 0.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And here's Gaskin. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from just shy of midfield. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run now with Gaskin. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Gaskin on the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Myles Gaskin, 27 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
And 11.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
50-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 42-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Boyd, 41 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, did he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
A gain of 3.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, San Francisco.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Number 87, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
To try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. On 2nd down, Swift. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
They're on the 46-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Jabril Peppers
back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead as we get you back up to Ford Field in Detroit and hand it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now, it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Garoppolo 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
San Francisco.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Myles Gaskin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Running is Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
He'll look to throw. Get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Myles Gaskin, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He's tackled at the 34.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Garoppolo's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo connects with Kittle underneath.
Garoppolo's
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 4th down, Vic Fangio going to send out the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Niners 24, Lions 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. This tight end complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A quick slant as the throw is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz and
he reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass complete to George Kittle.
You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. To start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the completion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
The kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
T.J. Hawkinson.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that foot.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice one.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Myles Gaskin, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Garoppolo's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Giving 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. That was delivered and picked up the completion.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 6.
He's back to throw. And there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of third. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to let it fly. And the crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Another run with Gaskin. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. And they will take a knee here.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.